They reckon there's 65 to 75% of the population in this country want to put an end to the immigrants coming in. They've had enough. Yeah. We've nowhere to go. Our medical services are stretched. Or any service that we have to provide for our own people and everybody else, we can't cope with it anymore. We can't cope with it. People can't afford to heat their homes. People can't afford to put food in their belly. And yet, there's a group of 5 businessmen have made, I think it's over 100 million between them in the last year alone from housing the migrants. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, we had a load of Georgians coming over. And again, I've got friends from all over the world, and I'm very respectful of everybody's country and culture. But the president of Georgia came out and said, we have no war in Georgia. Why are these people going to your country?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, anything for a better life. If I could walk straight into Canada, which I'd love to go to Canada and make a life for me, I couldn't do that. If I wanted to go to the United States and do it, I couldn't do that. A couple of years ago, we couldn't go down to the shop unless we had a letter to say, I'm okay, I'm healthy enough to go to the shop. Right. Okay, now people don't need any documents to come into any country and to get housed, to get welfare, to get medical care. It's absolutely bonkers. Again, I mean, look, you can't rent a home, you can't buy a home. Other people are getting free homes. When you look at our small population and you look at the amount of people that have come in, you're like, what's happening to indigenous culture? What's happening to everything that makes us Irish? And people are worried about that. Right. Now, again, look, I've got friends that have been here 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. They've came in, they've contributed to society, they're involved in the communities, they work, and they're from all over the world. And I love them, I love being with them. But when you have this mass influx of fighting age men who are bringing a third world culture into a first world society, and cultures don't align, especially with respects to women and stuff like that, there's a massive problem. Like, cases of sexual assault and rape have gone through the roof. You know, attacks. There's places that are now turned into ghettos over here. It's absolutely crazy, you know, and it's all in a short period of time. It's in a short period of time.
So what are the farmers doing to push back? You brought this up earlier that some of them went over to France. What are they doing in Ireland now to push back against this government?
Well, they're forming their own political party.
Okay.
And that's the best voice they have. They've come together. Like, years ago when I was a kid, we were a farming nation, so the farmers had control of pretty much everything. And that's been taken away from them. Now the farmers are standing up and going, we've had enough. It's time to get out on the streets, knock on doors. I only watched a rally today on the news. It wasn't the regular news, obviously, because you don't show any of that. And we had some great speeches by some of the farmers in Limerick, and they were like, get out and knock on the doors, knock on your friends' doors, knock on your neighbours' doors. We need to vote for the people that care about this country. We need to get them people that are in government out now. So everybody is coming together, and we've got all of these other factions of small independents that have similar views that are willing to come together, including working with the farmers to say, what do we need to do to protect what we have? What do we need to do? So I think it's a beautiful thing that the farmers are doing. I want to see them get stronger and stronger. And the farming community are very staunch. They will stick together. They feel hard done by, and they are hard done by. I mean, we're importing thousands of tons of potatoes into Ireland. It makes we're known for Guinness, potatoes, and probably fighting, you know. So it makes no sense. We've got the perfect soil, the perfect temperatures, we've got the perfect climate to grow potatoes, onions, sugar beet, carrots, all of that stuff. And we're not allowed to do it, especially with what they want to do with the cattle. Let's cull 200,000 cattle. What? Like, while in, is it the United Arab Emirates or Kuwait, they're burning thousands of tons of tires. So let's not have the cows farting, because we're going to destroy the atmosphere, but it's okay to burn all the tires. It makes no sense.
Well, let's fix the real problems, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, Tim, you said that cows don't fart; they actually belch, right?
Yeah, it comes out of the
wow.
mouth.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right, yeah. It might smell like a fart, but let's just be
Right. Okay.
out there. We have to be accurate.